Hey everyone, I thought after playing this game for a while now, I would go ahead and make some guides on some things that I think might be useful for beginners. So first off, I want to do a guide on the vanishing attack. So let's go over, first let's go over it. The vanishing attack looks like this. It's a teleport that hits behind the opponent. To do this attack, you have to press medium and heavy at the same time, and you can do it from anywhere on the screen as long as you're not in block stun. And also you can cancel any normal attack into Vanish. You could cancel a key blast into Vanish. And special attacks, if you miss your special attack, you cannot cancel them into a Vanish or a super dash. You cannot cancel the super dash animation into a Vanish until after you hit the opponent. If you hit the opponent with a special attack, then you can Vanish, even if they're blocking. Okay, that's one thing to note. But like I said, if you miss your attack completely, you cannot Vanish, cancel it. Alright. Let's see. When you hit an opponent with Vanish, it looks like an overhead, but it's not actually an overhead. It's a mid attack, meaning you can block it low or high. But you have to block the other direction that you're standing, if that makes sense. Alright. So if my opponent's holding to the right now, once I Vanish, I would have to hold to the left to block that attack. Alright. That's a quick little overview of the Vanish attack. Oh, also, important thing, it takes 1 bar meter. You see I go from 7 to 6, so that's important aspect of the attack. Alright, now let's go over when you should use it. Because it's a very powerful attack, but it costs 1 meter, so it's not something that you should just spam randomly. Even though I see that a lot online. Alright. First and foremost, the best time to use Vanishing Attack is to extend a stray hit. For example, if I hit my opponent with a projectile, normally that's just 600 damage. But if I cancel to I can cancel to a full combo using the Vanishing Attack, and that's 2000 damage from what would have been just 600. Okay, that's really good use of meter. If you do a super at the end of a combo, it usually only does like maybe 800 damage extra to your combo. Or 1000 damage, so adding over 1000 just from canceling with the Vanish attack is very useful. So this can be confirmed off any projectile, a Kamehameha, a key attack. A key blast are a lot harder to hit confirm, because especially if you're only doing one. But a Kamehameha is a very good attack. You have a lot of time to see if your opponent got hit and go ahead into your combo. Okay, so that's probably the best use of the Vanish attack. The next use would be for getting out of the corner. So let's say, let's go ahead and get in the corner. So let's say I'm in the corner right now. This is a very bad position to be in this game. I'm sure if you played online, you would agree with me. But if you're able to get a Vanish attack out, now all of a sudden you're the one pressuring your opponent and they're in the corner. So it's worth the meter to get yourself in an advantageous position. Alright, next up. A good use of the Vanish attack would also be to tag the opponent out. So some of you might already know this, but let's just go ahead and show this. So right now I don't have health recovery on the opponent. You see how Vegeta's taking damage, the red bar, but once the combo's over, he has a blue bar up there. Basically what that means is that blue bar is all potential life that they can recover. So let's say what a lot of people like to do, they like to tag up. And now you see Vegeta's recovering his blue health. Like slowly he's recovering it. Well, if you grab the opponent and tag Vegeta back in, you see he lost all that blue health he could have recovered. So that's a very useful tool to have. Well, for those who don't know, the way you tag an opponent out, if you press Dragon Rush, which is the throw, during the throw animation, if you press your assist button, your first assist will bring the second character out, and your third assist button will bring the third character out. So for example, if I press L1 during my throw, I'll bring in Android 16. If I press L2 on the PS4, I'll bring in Krillin. Okay. And just as soon as the grab lands, you start mashing your assist button and they'll come out. Alright, now the nice thing is, if you do just a normal combo, but you vanish and then you mash throw, and you could tag out your opponent using any like aerial combo. Alright, so that's a very good way. And what I like to do, let's say opponent, hit opponent with the combo, whatever. A lot of times when they get up, they'll tag out immediately just to recover that blue health that they lost. So I'll sit back, hold down, and literally wait for their other character to super dash in. I'll punish them using my down heavy attack, and then I'll immediately tag out the character that would have recovered the blue health to make them lose all their blue health. Alright, so that's a really important use. For one bar, it's really worth it. Okay. Sorry if this is like not very good, but you know. Let's see what else. Oh, lastly, a great use of Vanish attack is to, if you see the opponent has very low health, just start using, whenever you see him grounded, just use the Vanish attack. A lot of times you'll hit him for like, that's like 850 damage. It's a good way to kill off an opponent, especially at near the end of the game, or if their life is really low. So those are all the times I would recommend using Vanish attack. A lot of times I'll see people just throw it out in the middle of neutral. Like for example, they're just doing stuff and all of a sudden, oh, Vanish attack. It's like, you know, like that's nice, you got a hit and all, but you just really wasted a meter to do 850 damage, you know. But like I said, it's useful if the opponent has low health. Now, one thing I want to mention about the Vanish attack, and this is very useful, and probably the last use I would say to use it for it. Let's put the enemy in guarding. When you Vanish attack on a grounded opponent, you are actually plus on block, meaning after I hit him with Vanish, if I mash jab and he mashes jab, my jab will hit before his does. Okay, so it's kind of like a frame trap. So if you ever block a Vanish while you're grounded, I would not recommend pressing buttons because most likely the other person will beat you. But what this is also useful for you is like, let's say I'm doing a block string. I could cancel into Vanish and keep adding pressure. See that? Then I could throw in an assist. All of a sudden this poor guy has to block over and over, and eventually I'll probably be able to hit him. Remember, this is for grounded opponents. If they're in the air and they're blocking, I'm not really sure how the frame data works for that. And I see a lot of people end their combo strings. Let's say they're doing a combo string, they do down heavy and then they cancel it into Dragon Rush. Now if the opponent is ready for that, they can mash their own down heavy and punish you. But what you could do instead, if you have the meter, you could do down heavy. If it doesn't hit, you go into Vanish and now you're safe. Alright, so that's another great use of Vanish. Alright, and lastly, I'm going to go over how to punish the Vanish attack. It's great to know how to use it, but what if your opponent is using it? What can you do against it? So let's go ahead and have the opponent repeat Vanish attack. I would not recommend blocking it. Well, you should block it, just block it, but be aware that you can't really press buttons after it. But one thing you could do, as soon as you see the Vanish, just do down heavy attack. But be careful, if you're in the air, it's very hard to hit him. If you're grounded though, especially like on a knockdown, a lot of people just mash Vanish when they get up. And you could even just wait for it. I mean, if you're really crazy or really brave, you could also jab him. It's actually pretty hard. But yeah, you can jab him. It's very strict timing. The nice thing about the down heavy attack is you're invincible. So I'd recommend using the down heavy attack. And just go into full combo from there. Alright, so obviously it's very hard now because the game's still new. It's hard to get used to people using a full screen teleport attack. Well, hopefully that helped you out. Hopefully that taught you something. Anyways, thanks for watching. Sorry if that was... I kind of couldn't get my words right. I know it was a little messy, but you know, hopefully that helped you guys out. And I hope to be making some more guides. Probably next I would talk about the sparking, how to use it, what it does. Obviously you guys probably know what it does, but maybe things you could do with it that you may not have known. Alright. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you found it useful. Thanks for all the support lately. Got a bunch of new subscribers. Really thankful. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys.